The Apache Attack Helicopter. Production of this little beastie started in 1975, and they're still being produced today by Boeing. In the past, they were also built by Hughes and McDonnell Douglas. You guys ever seen that movie XXX where Vin Diesel just goes, "I want all of that in here"? This is when someone does that, but to a helicopter. The Apache Attack Helicopter is similar and based off of the Cobra design, except the Cobra is single engine, not as fast, and doesn't have the same survivability. You know how some of you get outshined by your younger sibling because they're more successful? Yeah, this is that. With twin engines and 4 blades, this bad boy is capable of 277 miles an hour. Express overnight freedom never looked so good. The Apache Attack Helicopter is commonly referred to by our enemies as, "Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up." Okay, I made that shit up, but it's still funny. The reality is we have no idea what the enemy calls this, because they don't survive encounters with it. It's like they tried to take all the felony murder in San Quentin and fit it into an air platform. This thing's proven itself so well, everybody wants some. It's currently in service in Greece, Singapore, Japan, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, and somewhere else. The Netherlands. I'm not good at memorizing lines, okay? Give me a break. This thing has like a lot of different variants. I'm not going to get into all of them, but I am going to bring up the AH64D. This version right here revolutionized rotary wing air combat. A little crazy looking R2-D2 looking dome on top of the rotor, well, that's a radar. So this helicopter can quietly hover behind a ridge, a mountain, a rock, trees, whatever, and that radar on top can pick out targets and can track up to 128 of them at any given time. Then all I gotta do is pop up, engage the targets, and get back down because that radar can guide the missiles in. Up to 16 engagements at a time. I'm up, he sees me, he's screwed. This 30mm gun right underneath the nose of the Apache is attached to something called an AH64. Alright, I just read this, we're gonna see if we can get this right. The Integrated Helmet and Display Sensor System? Sight System. Words are hard. Anyways, the way this works is like a monocle on that gunner, and where his or her heads turn, so too does the gun. It's like one of these things just flying low and all of a sudden you see a 30mm chain gun turn your way and it's, "Surprise, motherfucker." The AH-heads originally came out in 1962 and has been in service ever since 1974, actually. That being said, the only other country that uses the AH-heads is Italy. It's on the, Augusta A129 Magusta. That's just fucking fun to say. Over the last almost 50 years that this thing's been in service, we've only lost 34 of them, 15 of which were shot down. Which begs the question, how fucking hard are they to fly? Oh, correction, just because I don't feel like going back and editing the video. They can go 227 miles an hour, not 277. Fucking dyslexia, man. And I wouldn't really worry about the ones being shot down, because the US military has 2,400 of them. And I know all the Russian fanboys about to be in my comment section, well, what about the Hind? The Hind can take a lot of punishment. It's a flying tank, but I want to be extremely clear on this. You don't need to take punishment if you kill them before they know you're there. This is Chief Purty and Chief Christ. God, I hope I said their names right. When they found out it was 40 minutes since they'd called for a medevac and no helicopter had landed for a soldier on the ground, they landed their Apache Attack Helicopter. Chief Christ, who was sitting in the back, hopped out. They put the critically wounded soldier in there and air evac'd him out with an attack helicopter, thus saving his life.